My cousin and I are speculating our uncle was doing some freaky stuff to my OnlyFans content without realizing it was my OnlyFans. So one, a 22-year-old female, used to run an OnlyFans page that I created under a fake name to make it less likely for any family members to see. I had this OnlyFans up under a fake name, and I had no profile pictures with my full face, my contact information that I would promote on social sites, such as Facebook, that I used with a very separate account with a fake name, Reddit, Instagram, Snapchat, and pretty much all the basic sites. You would see someone promote only things for fans. Here's the funny story. One night my uncle calls me and says his name is John, not his real name. So my Uncle John calls me at 9:31 p.m., and me and him talk, but we don't usually call. So when he called me at first, I thought there may have been a type of family emergency going on. So L picked up the phone, said everything was okay, and the first thing he did was say my full middle and last name in a very authoritative parenting tone, immediately followed by delete that OnlyFans right now. I instantly froze, and I paused for at least 10 seconds before I responded with the question, "How did you find my OnlyFans page?" Because I at least felt that I took all the precautions necessary to make sure no family members would find it. He told me not to worry about how he found it, so L was laughing at the story afterwards. I had been like, yeah, okay, I'll delete it. I calmed down, and I didn't delete it immediately, but I did take it down after a couple weeks because he just really did not want me to have the OnlyFans up. And I don't want anyone in here to think that he's controlling, crazy, or anything like that. I am an adult, but I am also his baby niece, and he loves me very much and just wants the best for me. I'm a baby to my cousin, and I'll call her Julie. Julie's not her name, so I called Julie on FaceTime, and I told her straight up. I was like, hey, Uncle John found my OnlyFans account, and he called me to tell me to take it out, so me and her were sitting there in shock, but both laughing about it because she knows how he behaves, and he doesn't want any of his little nieces or nephews doing stupid shit that would attract the attention of other adults, even if they're adults. So me and her are trying to kind of think of how he could have found my account because of fake accounts I made under Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. And you know anything, you would imagine that you would go to post OnlyFans content to try to promote yourself. I was making sure that no family members would figure out who was on there, not just him. I mean, anybody would figure they would not see me run across an OnlyFans page because I was a whole different person. But basically, one of the very funny and gross conclusions we got was that he was scrolling my fake profile with my fake name and everything on OnlyFans, and I have tattoos. I have specific tattoos that I posted on my other social media sites, but some of them were covered, and there were just places I couldn't take pictures of them online. They were in personal areas, so that was really the only risk I was thinking about when putting stuff out even on the account, and the conclusion was scrolling through my profile to do whatever he was doing with the pictures, obviously not realizing it was me. I think there was a moment, and we are very sure this is how it happened. There was the moment where he was doing his thing, and then he had to at least recognize one or two of my specific tattoos that I had posted in more recent times. So our theory is that he was looking at this girl, and he was just beating his meat or whatever, and then he looked at this tattoo, and then maybe he looked at the vast area of the room where the picture was taken. Although I tried to make it a pretty inconspicuous background, and I think it all started to click when he was looking at the tattoo. And then, I guess, he went to my Facebook account to look and see if I had that tattoo posted. And as soon as those two things clicked, I think that is when he immediately sat there and felt shame about what he was probably doing, understandably. And then he called me and pretty much threatened to kill me, but like the loving family member away. But that's the reason why my cousin and I theorized that he was looking at my OnlyFans and being a pervert until he realized my tattoos and was beating me too.